A cycle of interconnected poems, David Halliday's Murder, 1978, weaves a harrowing tale of a heinous crime, a flawed trial, and the subsequent lynching of an innocent man. With unadorned language and a free verse style, Halliday's work serves as a searing critique of the justice system's injustices and a damning portrayal of humanity's indifference and ugliness. The later reissue of Murder received the prestigious 2001 Ippy Award for Poetry. The collection opens with an introduction to the killer, who perceives himself and his victim as characters in a movie. He stalks her, envisioning her as the beautiful leading lady opposite his role as the romantic leading man. Their first encounter occurs at the murder scene itself, where he violently rapes and kills her in front of a watching crowd, akin to the scenes he imagines in his twisted cinematic fantasy. The police arrive, writing reports and launching an investigation, while the deceased victim silently observes, offering her own identification of her killer, a voice unheard and dismissed in death. The victim's grieving family and friends come together to provide solace and support. They hold a funeral, lay her to rest, and mourn their devastating loss. However, the aftermath of the murder takes an alarming turn. Halliday dedicates the majority of the collection to the spectacle that unfolds during the trial of the accused murderer. Yet, the man facing charges is not the true perpetrator. Under mounting public pressure and a desperate need for answers, the police wrongfully accuse and convict an innocent man. The courtroom becomes a chaotic stage filled with the judge, prosecution, defense lawyers, and a ravenous, standing-room-only crowd, a congregation that evokes primal, dangerous, and almost animalistic imagery. Throughout Murder, David Halliday paints a chilling portrait of a broken system, where justice is perverted and the innocent suffer the consequences. The poems delve into the depths of human apathy and the tragic fate of those who fall victim to it, highlighting the urgent need for change and empathy within society's collective conscience. An insatiable thirst for blood permeates the air, akin to the raucous cheers of ancient Roman gladiatorial battles, urging on a spectacle where someone, anyone, must pay the price. In the courtroom, an elderly woman dismisses the murder as a mere symptom of a wider societal ailment. A flasher hides within the folds of a flag, while a young woman donning a sleek black jacket revels in the macabre, drawn to the dark corners of human nature. They bring their own stories and sins to the proceedings, untouched by the trial's judgment, destined to live another day. Unlike the victim and the man wrongly accused of her demise, who ultimately succumb to their fates. Witnesses take the stand, each granted a poem to share their unique perspectives on the young woman's murder. As the case unravels, the courtroom itself deteriorates, mirroring the gradual decay of justice and the fragile facade of this sham of a trial. Plaster crumbles from the ceiling, paint peels from the walls, and cockroaches scuttle across the floor. Bats swoop and glide through the vast halls, embodying the ominous atmosphere. Meanwhile, the press seizes the opportunity, capturing every moment from the police's initial arrival at the crime scene to the chilling climax when the crowd exacts its own brand of justice. Finally, a verdict is reached. However, its impact is minimal, for the assembled spectators demand more than a mere decision, they hunger for flesh. Unable to quell the insatiable appetite of the crowd and yearning to bring closure to the case, the judge surrenders the defendant to the whims of the people. A feline figure cackles, accompanying the entire farce with a laugh resembling a Gatling gun's rapid fire. The mob crucifies the condemned man, unleashing their barely concealed rage upon him, swiftly and painfully ending his life. With their mission accomplished and fanfare fading, they disperse, returning to their ordinary lives. The television crews pack up their equipment and depart, leaving behind a scene stained with injustice and a haunting sense of finality. In the aftermath of the murder, trial, and lynching, the public's attention fades into obscurity. However, amidst the brutality and darkness, a glimmer of hope emerges. Two children soar a kite, their innocent souls reaching for the moon with the power of the wind. It reminds us that not all is lost. Perhaps, within this grim tale, there lies a possibility for goodness to reclaim its place and guide the world forward. Even as fairness and civility crumble, these two children retain their purity, offering a glimpse of optimism. While redemption eludes many characters in this narrative, the young woman, the wrongly accused, the true culprit, they are trapped in their fates. Yet, the potential for a brighter future lingers. Humanity may be granted a second chance, beckoning a more equitable and righteous path. Renewal is within reach, and from the depths of the darkest night, the promise of a new dawn awaits. Maybe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.